Assalamu alaikum. Political Science PMS Paper 1 Part B State and Individual. The relationship between the state and the individual is a fundamental concept in political philosophy and has been debated by many political thinkers throughout history. One view is that the state is supreme and that individuals must subordinate their interests and needs to those of the state. This view is often associated with authoritarianism and totalitarianism, where the state has complete control over the lives of its citizens. Another view is that individual is supreme and that the state must be subordinate to the rights and needs of individuals. This view is often associated with liberalism, which emphasizes individual rights and freedoms as the foundation of political and social life. A third view is that state and individual are both important and most must work together in a mutually beneficial relationship. This view is often associated with social democracy, which seeks to balance individual rights with collective responsibility and the common good. The relationship between the state and the individual is complex and multifaceted, and different political theories and ideologies has have different views on the nature of this relationship. However, most political thinkers agree that state has a responsibility to protect the rights and welfare of its citizens, while individuals have a responsibility to contribute to the common good and the well-being of society as a whole. The institution of state and its attributes for human welfare. The institution of the state is an important social institution that plays a crucial role in promoting human welfare. The state is responsible for providing a range of public goods and services that are essential for the well being of the individuals and society as a whole. Some of the key attributes of the state that contribute to human welfare include maintaining law and order. The state is responsible for maintaining law and order and ensuring that individuals are protected from harm and violence. This includes providing a system of justice and law enforcement that is fair, impartial, and effective. Second is protecting individual rights. The state has a responsibility to protect the rights of individuals and ensure that they are not violated by others. This includes protecting civil liberties, the institution of state and its attributes for human welfare. The institution of state is an important social institution that plays a crucial role in promoting human welfare. The state is responsible for providing a range of public goods and services that are essential for the well-being of the individuals and society as a whole. Some of the key attributes of the state that contribute to human welfare include maintaining law and order. Then second is protecting individual rights. We have discussed both of the topics or previously. Next, the third one is providing public service, providing public goods and services. The state is responsible for providing a range of public goods and services such as education, healthcare, transportation, and infrastructure that are essential for the well-being of individuals and society as a whole. Promoting economic development is the fourth one. The state has a role to play in promoting economic development and creating opportunities for individuals to improve their standard of living. This includes promoting entrepreneurship, investing in infrastructure, and creating policies that encourage innovation and growth. Fifth one is fostering social cohesion. The state has a responsibility to foster social cohesion and promote a sense of community among its citizens. This includes promoting tolerance and understanding and creating policies that reduce inequality and promote social justice. Overall, the institution of state is essential for promoting human welfare and ensuring that individuals are able to live fulfilling and meaningful lives. However, the state must also be accountable to its citizens and operate in a transparent and democratic manner to ensure that it is fulfilling its responsibilities effectively. Then, Western welfare state perceptions. The concept of the welfare state originated in Europe in the late 19th and early 20th centuries and refers to a system in which the state plays a central role in providing social welfare programs and services to its citizens. The idea behind the welfare state is that the government has a responsibility to ensure that all citizens have access to basic necessities such as health care, education, and housing, and to provide a safety net for those who are unable to support themselves. The welfare state has been viewed in different ways by different political ideologies. Some see it as a necessary component of a just and equitable society, while others view it as an unnecessary burden on the economy and a threat to individual liberty. Supporters of the welfare state argue that it is essential for the promoting social justice and reducing inequality. They argue that the state has a responsibility to provide for the basic needs of its citizens and that social welfare programs are necessary to ensure that all individuals have access to the resources they need to live fulfilling lives. They also argue that the welfare state can help to promote economic growth and stability by providing a safety net that allows individuals to take risks and pursue innovation. Now, critics of the welfare state argue that it is too costly and inefficient and that it undermines individual responsibility and initiative. They argue that the social welfare programs create a culture of dependence and discourage people from working and pursuing their own goals. They also argue that the welfare state can create a disincentive for human economic growth and investment by creating a burden of high taxes and regulations. So overall, the perception of welfare state is shaped by a range of factors, including political ideology, economic conditions, and cultural attitudes towards the role of the state in society. While there is ongoing debate about the appropriate size and scope of the welfare state, most agree that the state has a responsibility to ensure that all individuals have access to the basic necessities and that social welfare programs are an important tool for promoting social justice and reducing inequality. Now come towards the Islamic welfare state perceptions. Islamic welfare state is based on the principles of social justice and equity, where the state plays a central role in ensuring the provision of social welfare programs and services to its citizens. The Islamic welfare state is grounded in the belief that the state has a responsibility to promote the well-being of its citizens and provide them with access to basic necessities such as healthcare, education, and housing. In Islam, social welfare is viewed as a duty and responsibility of every Muslim, and the state is seen as the guardian of the people's welfare. The state is expected to create an environment that promotes social justice and provides a safety net for the poor and vulnerable members of society. The Islamic welfare state aims to achieve this through zakat, which is the obligatory charity given by the Muslims to help those in need. Zakat is seen as a means of the redistribution wealth from the rich to the poor and ensuring that all members of society have access to basic necessities. The Islamic welfare state is based on the principles of justice, compassion, and solidarity. It emphasizes the importance of community and collective responsibility in ensuring the well-being of the member of the society. In this sense, the Islamic welfare state is seen as a system that is based on social cohesion and mutual support, where the rich and poor are seen as members of the same community and are expected to support each other. In the Islamic welfare state, social welfare programs are not seen as a burden on the economy but rather as an investment in the well being and productivity of population. By providing access to basic necessities, the state can help to reduce poverty and inequality, promote economic growth and development, and create a more stable and prosperous society. Overall, the Islamic welfare state is based on the principles of social justice and equity, where the state is seen as the guardian of the people's welfare. It aims to create an environment that promotes social cohesion, collective responsibility, and mutual support, and provides a safety net for the poor and the vulnerable members of society. The Islamic welfare state is seen as an investment in the well-being and productivity of the population rather than a burden on the economy.